Welcome into our next Madden rebuild. This one, the New England Patriots. They are our next team because, well, they're the next quarterback that was drafted. Right now, if you can't tell, I'm going through all the rookie quarterbacks. Here we are with the New England Patriots. Let's go ahead and check out this roster as usual. But first, don't forget to check out W.GG. Use code SHREDDER for 10% off your order of anything on their website, their bottles, their energy drinks, whatever you want. Shredder gets you 10% off, SHRD3R. Click the link in the description, and yeah, let's do it. Either way, this is our roster. So usually we get that thing about like rookie quarterbacks being, backups. And I was going to do it with this team because of the fact that Drake Maye is going to be the backup in real life to start the season at least. But I can't do that because of how big of a difference there is in overall. So we are starting Drake Maye week 1. Sorry. Then, I like Ramondre Stevenson a lot. The receiver room, I have moved it around to how I want it. Kendrick Bourne will play. He's just too good to not play considering he's our best one. He's an 80 overall. Demario Douglas will be our 2. Jalen Polk our 3. Javon Baker our 4. And KJ Osborne gets relegated down to 5 because I want Polk and Baker to play. Now, we're also playing Caden Wallace over Chooks Okorafor. Strange Andrews and so we're all playing. That's not a big deal at all. We do need to get Layden Robinson as our backup everywhere. He's a rookie as well. Onwenu is our best lineman. Henry's playing. I have Bell starting over Hooper because there's 5 overalls difference, a 66 to a 71. Might as well get the rookie in there. Defensively, we are a better team. I think defensively we're definitely stronger. You have Duggar and Peppers and Mapu, all a really good safety trio. You have Gonzalez, who I'm putting at CB1, even though John Jones is better than him probably. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Marcus Jones is going to play our slot position. Peppers, like I said, he's really solid. Uche and White are going to be our edge rushers. They just traded Judon, so that's what we have to work with. Tavai, Bentley, and Taki are our linebackers, followed by Raekwon McMillan. And, this is not a great team. It is thoroughly lacking a lot of quality players. I'll say that. We're going to have to figure that out a little bit. I'm having Marte Mapu play in the slot some just to get him on the field. But we need a better receiver. Or Jalen Polk to develop into that. Or Demario Douglas or Javon Baker. We need... Drake Maye's our future. I full-heartedly believe that. To me, in real life, he was QB2 in this class. It was Caleb Williams, Drake Maye, Jaden Daniels, a big gap. So, we've got a lot riding on Drake Maye here. We're going to need a new center sooner rather than later. David Andrews is 32 years old. Not going to last forever, let me tell you what. Hopefully, Caden Wallace can maybe develop into something. Probably not. He doesn't have a dev trait, and generally that's a curse for O-linemen. Cole Strange, he's fine. City So, he'll do for now. Really, the O-line as a whole needs to be overhauled outside of Mike Onwenu, just to be quite honest with you. We need better receivers. We need better weapons. A tight end too. And then defensively, get some star power. Duggar, Tavai, Peppers, they're 87, 86 overall. Jones, Gonzalez will be really good, but we just have to have more star power. So that's what we're missing. This season, I don't project us to be very good at all. I think this is going to be about a 3-year rebuild. We'll go ahead and get through some of these things. Something about our starting receivers. Let's see what this is. Tell me what you work on during camp. I want you to work on probably injury prevention. We need somebody on the field for Drake Maye to throw the ball to. That's probably going to be the most helpful thing you can do, to be quite honest, Mr. Kendrick Bourne. Now we have an interview on the sideline for practice. This is the one I think that always happens about which one's your stronger side of the ball. Which area of the team are you worried about the most? I'm more worried about our offense, that's for sure. So now we're going to get a challenge defensively. So what part of our defense is the strongest? I think it would be our... Honestly, I think our run defense. Our linebackers are going to be really good. Tavai and Taki and Bentley. The D-line's solid. I'm going to go linebackers, though. I hope they do well. I think they can be very good. They possibly very much can. 1,300 yards. We'll go with that. I feel like that's a little bit more accurate than both of them having 100 tackles this year. Because I feel like Peppers will get a lot of tackles. So, I could have gone with secondary. Anyways, we will get into the scouts here in a second. I need to get our draft class, which we have already actually done. Based off of that, we're going to focus on O-line. We're going to focus on maybe let's see, who's available. Based off the top 10, O-line is probably where we're going. Maybe a receiver with BJ Royal. That'd be interesting. Not a quarterback. Yeah, O-line receiver. That's what we're targeting this first year, and we'll get right into it. Week 7, we haven't won a game. We're going perfectly to plan. We want the number 1 pick. That's what we want to have. Anyways, tons of money. We got to start negotiating. Ramondre Stevenson is already signed in real life. We're going to give him a good deal. We'll have to get him down. We'll work on that one. Uche, another guy we're going to re-sign for sure. He's almost going to say yes, but not quite. Jonathan Jones, I'm going to wait on him because he is kind of old. 30? No. We'll keep him one more year. Sorry, excuse the hiccups. We'll keep him one more year. We have plenty of money to do it. Why not? KJ Osborne, not interested. Marco Wilson, you're 25 years old. I don't want you to go anywhere, just to be quite honest with you. We'll give you a little bit extra money because you're going to be really, really good depth for a long time. Jalen Reagor is not special. I'll do it if he takes like that. Oh, that's actually shocking. I really didn't think he would. Probably should have done that. Anyways, David Andrews, he's a 78. He's 32. We're waiting on him for sure. He's not good enough to, he's not high enough overall to keep up. Dietrich Wise, that is a lot of money for a 30-year-old that's probably going to regress this year. We're going to wait on him. And we'll not accept Cole Strange's option, but we'll extend him next year. I think that's really all I'm caring about. Right now, though, because of our situation, nothing about winning is going to help us. I'm trading KJ Osborne. He's not playing for us anyways. I'm probably also going to trade, maybe Chukwuma Okorafor. We don't need him either. Could trade Dietrich Wise. I don't know how valuable he'd be, but he is a 77 overall. I'll kind of let you know what happens here, but I don't know. You swing Brissett, Osborne, and Okorafor for a third-round pick. That's actually more than I thought I was going to get, so I'm very happy with that turnout. We need to fill in some holes now because we are 3 men short down the roster. I am going to go look at the free agents. We'll bring in a backup quarterback. Definitely. Oh, wow. Actually, Andrew Booth is here. I'm probably doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that. I got to bring him in. He's a young player. Does he have a dev trait? No. If he did, it would be obviously a no-brainer. But the fact that he's even there is enough to make me want to do that. Chandler Jones, Patriots legend. Let's see. Anybody else of note here? We need to bring back a quarterback. Why not bring back Jimmy G? He doesn't cost us a thing. He has a mentor tag. Basically just the same thing Brissett is anyways. Same overall, and plus we get a third-round pick. Congratulations. Yeah, that's pretty good. Other than that, I think we're good on receiver. The only good thing, I could go get, Julio to be the mentor. I'm going to do that because we do have a lot of really young receivers. I am going to do that right there. That's all I'm going to do, though. And we're probably just going to go straight to the end of the season. Here at the end of the first season, we go 5-12. And for the mock draft, let's see where we land at. We're at 4th. That kind of sucks. Granted, the first 3 picks are not anything that we would be concerned about. An edge rusher would be cool, but it's not necessarily a necessity. I think we can handle this. I think, Juan Watts is looking like the best option. Maybe still BJ Royal, one of the two there. We'll have to look and see on that one. But we have a bunch of staff points. We have a lot of stuff to do. First off, I want to check our stats, see how good we ended up doing. Drake Maye, 19th in yards, 13th in touchdowns. I'm actually really happy with that considering our weapons. That is embarrassing. 2 rushing touchdowns. Are you joking? We had a combined, can I do math? 9 touchdowns? That is embarrassing. 1,000 yards, whoop-de-doo. 9 touchdowns is embarrassing. That is sad. Only a 900-yard receiver, 700 yards for Henry, 640 for Douglas, 415 for Polk. That is shocking. That is very shocking. Let's see. 6. Okay, Douglas had 6 touchdowns. Bourne had 5. Polk had 4. Whatever. Defensively, let's check out this. I see 7.5 sacks from Josh Uche, 6 from Wise. 3.5 from White. Let's see. 4 from Gonzalez, 3 from Duggar, picks Wise. Okay, not too bad. Fumble recoveries, we had 4 of them. 2 from Duggar and 2 from Tavai. Any cool stuff? Good. 1 safety from Jelani Tavai and 1 touchdown from Jonathan Jones. I like to see those. We were terrible. To be quite honest, we were terrible. I'm not really that shocked, to be honest with you. We were not under 30th, but not above 22nd in anything. So we are the middle of the bad. We have some staff to fill. Somebody left. No, they didn't. But we're going to fire this guy because we can get some benefit out of doing that. We're going to go to a Scott Anderson's a good option. Let's see if there's any other better options. Larry Drake's a good option. We'll go with... We want a 3-4 defense. We're already in a 3-4. I like 3-4s. Scott Anderson, he has... Yeah, we're going to do Scott Anderson here. And we'll have a ton of bonus points or whatever they're called now. I'm going to just get all this done because I want these guys to develop and everyone that I have the chance to develop. We're going to also boost up this to make sure we got that injury bonus. Offensively, we'll work on that soon. I think right now I want to get some of these. I know they're kind of sometimes a little buggy, but it helps because it just makes you be able to do a few trades, do a few things here and there a little bit easier. Anyways, after this, we got a new message. We got a press conference probably saying that, hey, we were terrible. Yeah, I know. Ryan Clark talking about our season record. We said we get 8 to 9 wins. We hardly got half of that. I mean, that was the only option. What am I supposed to tell you? My season goal was 4 wins. So, I mean, we beat that. Suck it, Ryan Clark. What a doofus. Anyways, our contract was extended, so we'll go to the playoffs and see if we won any awards. We didn't. All right, checking out our season recap. The Cowboys beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, Brandon Ayuk. Rookies of the Year, Brian Thomas Jr. and Edgerrin Cooper. Those are different, but I appreciate that, EA. Back in like Madden 24, Madden 23, it was like the same 2 guys every single time. Let's check out retirements. Looks like Russell Wilson retired. That's crazy. Actually insane. Who are we? I don't even remember right now. We're the Patriots. We're the AFC East. Julio retired. Okay. Anybody else crazy? Let's just look through who. I don't know. We got a lot of. Gilmore, Harrison Smith, Russell Wilson, Cameron Hayward, Cameron Jordan, Zach Ertz, Chandler Jones, Adam Thielen, Aaron Rodgers, Tyron Smith, Kirk Cousins, Jordan Poyer, Ryan Tannehill, Joe Flacco, Von Miller. Okay, lots of big names going out in retirement there. Okay, we got another press conference here to talk to somebody about something. Who knows what that might be. Let's go ahead and skip through this. Hey, everybody. Sup? How we doing? Now, okay, so, Coach, let's talk about the next few months, okay? Right. What's your plan for the upcoming offseason? My plan is to be, I don't know, get better. We want to make a splash and upgrade the roster, okay? Any specific position or just overall talent? Just overall talent. We just want better team. Offense or defense? We'll say offense. The O-line, the receivers, something in that ballpark is kind of what we're aiming for. Do you feel that confident you can prove by training camp? Yeah, I think so. I think we can get somebody. We got a lot of money. We got a lot of assets. Check back in training camp to see how I did. Great. Look forward to it. Don't keep me in check. So trade or sign for an offensive starter with a rating of 85. Okay. Maybe. I don't know about that. Anyways, let's continue on through our off season. We got another player meeting, an on-field player meeting. We're in the offseason. What is this talking about? This doesn't make any sense. My agent told me that my number one motivation should be more meaningful. This is Christian Barmore. What's your motivation, dude? I mean, congratulations. That's great. You want to be close to home? Oh. That's not good for us. Care about being a starter, bro. We want you on the field. Oh, now he doesn't want to take my advice. Great. Okay, I don't even know. I've never seen that one before. Great. We got some players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we got to do. Cole Strange, I don't want to accept that option. No, thank you, sir. Actually, it's only $9 million. But he's already 27? No, sir. Andrew Booth, no. Oh, no. I just gave him $19 million. I just gave that happened. Yeah. David Andrews, we're going to bring him back. That's he's a good enough player for us to have next year. I just gave Andrew Booth $19 million to be my 6th corner. Holy moly, what just happened? Jimmy G, Respectfully, take that and you're here. All right, whatever. I just, you can't ever have a, good enough backup, really. Joey Sly, I mean, I don't care. I'll just go off, lowball somebody in free agency who wants to be here. I don't really care. Can I cut Andrew Booth and get that money back? I need to know. Because that is a problem. I just clicked on the button a lot faster than I meant to, and... Wait. I need to go back to that page. Great. If I release him, it's a net negative, so I might as well keep him. I free up 9, I lose 9. It's literally a net negative. There's... I just gave a backup $20 million. Welcome to the Patriots. Let's check out free agents. We got some guys to look at and some money to spend, I guess, right? Amari Cooper is very enticing. 1, it would check that box that we have. 2, we need a guy who can be better, and he's a mentor. That would be great. We could get rid of Kendrick Bourne and have the rest of our guys there. I would really like that, actually. I'm going to do this. We can spend the money on him, honestly. Okay, we're not going to get him. I just sent him a huge deal. We're not getting him. Though we already have Jabril Peppers, Javon Holland's such a good player. I want to entertain this and see how far we can get with him. Is he... Okay, we're actually the number 1 offer. We're going to keep that. JOK, he's got that stupid glitch where they do, like... They want edge rusher money because he's a right outside linebacker. He's an off-ball linebacker. Just make it an edge rusher, man. This is such a stupid thing that Madden has to keep... They have to fix this. That would be nice, but I'm not paying you $20 million at all. No thanks. Let's see. I'm looking for anything we might have here that might be worthwhile. We don't need a running back. We don't need a fullback. I'd like to get Cooper, but we're not going to do that. It's not going to happen. Tight end. Nobody here is going to be anything that I'm going to care about. Could use a tackle, but that's something I'd rather go off in the draft. I'd really not like to get somebody here that's terrible. If we're going to get somebody, they're going to have to be decent enough. Kendrick Green's pretty much the floor. 26 years old, 73 overall. That's pretty much what I'm aiming at, if anything. Hajalte Froholt, I mean, if he was 3 years younger, I'd probably consider that. Because he wouldn't quite be a starter, but he'd be close. Laken Tomlinson, you're just not good enough, bud. Apologize, but you're just not. You're one better than City, so it's just not worth it. I mean, Brandon Scherf with the dev trait might be worth it, but he doesn't want to be here whatsoever, and we're just not going to deal with that. Spencer Brown, 27 and 79 overall. That would give us 2 right tackles. We could kick Spencer Brown over. He would be good enough, I'm assuming, but I don't know if I really want to do that and pay him all that much either. We'll come back to him, keep him in mind. Defensive ends, D tackles, I don't think there's going to be anybody here that I care about, to be honest with you. Dietrich Wise, we're not paying him that much at that age. I'd rather go play Cleveland Farrell, who to be the same money, but to be probably better for longer, right? Also, Dramont Jones, rather pay him. More money, honestly. Danico Autry, he could move over to an end. He really is more of an end. More so. That one's interesting. He's got that mentor badge too. We could definitely get him in here. That would be a solid pickup. I'm going to lower this just a hair and see if we can do that. He likes the offer. Oh, yeah, we're really high. I'm going to even lower that even more. I'm going to send him to 5 on both. Actually, 4.9 because that's where my finger landed. We're still in a 4-star offer, so whatever. Judon to come back. It's just not worth it. I'd rather keep Uche and White developing. It's kind of where I'm at with that one. I like Tyrell Dodson. We just don't need a linebacker. The only one I'd go for was JOK because of his age. But, I could, if I was to sign him, what I would do is sign him for whatever he wants to get him on the team. He wants to be here, so that is enticing. I mean, what are we looking at in our middle linebacker position? Because he would obviously be a middle for us. He would be LB1, but we have so much depth. Now, we are going to lose Tavai, Bentley, and Taki this coming year. So I could consider that and trade those guys out for assets. I am kind of considering that right now. We are probably going to get Javon Holland, which will make that somebody else there more, escapable. I think we're going to do this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give him whatever he wants because he's a really good player, obviously. And what we're going to do is when he accepts this, I'm going to have to give him more than that, geez. If he accepts, I'm just going to look up on Madden what Fred Warner makes, what Roquan Smith makes, and give him just a little bit less than that because obviously they don't make $30 million, and this is a $30 million deal. We're the top offer for him right now. We'll keep it up there and see. Paulson Adebo is really, really interesting as well. Having a tandem of him and Christian Gonzalez would be super cool. Let's just ballpark him and see where we're at. Not even close. Okay, I don't care. Don't want to do all that then. We've already paid one corner $20 million, so we're not paying another one. I'm sorry, we're not. Do we have a kicker right now? I think we lost our kicker. Did we not? We did. So we'll get Dustin Hopkins. He's 34. I'd rather get a younger guy. I know you don't want to be here, but, I mean, you don't really have another offer right now, so just take that and come on. Let's go. 4 stars. Cool. We do have a punter. We could get a better one, but I don't really care, to be honest. So, yeah, right now, Holland, Owusu-Koramoah, we're in the front 4. We're going to get everybody more than likely. Let's just go ahead and see. We got Holland and Owusu-Koramoah. So, what I'll do, like I said, I'm going to go look and see what that means for us and what we need to do to, like, make sure we got that. Let's go ahead and go one more week. We landed all 4 of them, I'm sure. Yeah, we did. Okay. Only thing I'm going to do from here on out in free agency is maybe if there's a depth piece left over that I really like, I might grab one of them, but that's about it. So I've already edited the contract, but I just want to prove it to you that I'm not messing with anything here. So his contract's almost up, but it was, about 45 for each different thing with a cap hit of around right at 30, right? So discard changes. I'm not messing with anything there. Roquan Smith, he had 52.5 and 42.5 or something like that. JOK had his signing bonus was over $100 million, and so I fixed that down. I bumped it to, I think it's above actually Fred Warner's. It's under Roquan Smith, but you can do that because of the adjustment of the market, right? 55 and 40. That gives him a cap hit of 15. It's lower because it's the first year. It will get higher, but right now as it sits, it just makes it a lot more fair, and it's not wrecking my cap like an edge rusher would be. Either way. Yeah, just wanted to prove that to you and make sure I wasn't bugging on anything. All right, just to let you know, here is our free agency haul. Javon Holland, Amari Cooper, Javon Holland, Jamal Owusu-Koramoah, Garrett Bowles, we got him on a bargain deal, less than $10 million. He was offering, he wanted more like $18 million. We got him at 10. Dicker, obviously, the kicker, Autry, Deatrick Wise, and we got Dennis Gardeck to be a backup edge rusher because we needed one more. Solid grouping. Really just, the goal was to get offense. We got a lot of defense. But, hey, here's the thing. Now, with Holland and Koramoah, we have tradable assets that we can go and make a trade for some 85 overall starting player on offense. And that's my goal right now before the draft, so we can maybe knock a thing off of our draft list. Here we go. So I have offers for, Joel Bitonio or, Braden Smith. But I'm really thinking about either taking one of these 2 deals, AVT or Jackson Powers Johnson, because they're a lot younger. Yeah, are they going to hit that 80 overall margin? No, but I think I'd rather have this anyways. What I am going to do, though, they're offered a whole bunch of picks. How close can we get to the first? Okay, not close at all. The second. Because, if they're going to offer a 3rd, a 5th, and a 7th, why not try to go for the second? Okay, we're really close. Another second would be great. I have some other assets. I can't add another player. We already have too many, but I have 2 thirds. I could upgrade from a 3rd to a whatever. I'm going to go for a 4th next year, see how close that is. I doubt it's going to get there, but I'll take it if it works. Not quite. We're definitely trying to get this second, though. I'd like to keep the 3rd, too, because it'd be a nice pick to use to trade up later. We'll do a 4th here. We'll do 2 4s. How close does that get us? About halfway. A 5 this year? We're picking and choosing pretty hard here. Okay. I think if I went up to a 4 this year, they'd probably do it. And I think I'd be confident in that to get a second. Yeah, let's go. We got Jackson Powers Johnson in a second. I don't really care about the 85 overall starting thing. Jackson Powers Johnson is a young player, and not to mention we got a 2nd round pick with that. That's far more important to me, in my opinion. So, Jackson Powers Johnson is going to slot in immediately as our starting right guard. That'll be pretty sick for us. It is NFL draft time. We are skipping through this video. I want to see the draft board. I believe that receiver should be on the board later, but I want to check something real quick. Let's go by scouting percentage or whatever we have done. Who is top 5 here? We only have 2 guys top 5. It's the receiver. It's the end. So DeMarcus Green or BJ Royal. I'd really like to get either. BJ Royal, he's 6'6", 227. That is insane. If he was, I want to see his speed stats. If he is really, he's elite. He ran a 4.2. It's over. BJ Royal. BJ Royal's a New England Patriot. How do I wish I should have checked the mock draft. Okay, next pick. All right, I don't need to see all this. I don't. Okay, there goes the left end. I need to make sure I get BJ Royal. I know in mock draft 4, he did last. Okay, I think we're 4, so we should be good. Make your selection. Let's go. BJ Royal, he ran a 4.25. He's 6'6", 227. This dude is crazy. He's first in everything except for his agility's a little bit lacking. But, I mean, look at B injury too. Give me that, bro. BJ Royal is going to be the best player in this class. I almost guarantee you. Watch. Almost guaranteed. I would venture to say that is true. Can we see? Bro, get the Scully off. You're on the stage. You look ridiculous. You look crazy. You look crazy. All right, let's go. Come on. I want to see what he is. Look at that. Look at that. Royal 1. Jalen Polk wears 1. Sorry, bud. You can't wear that. We'll see what you get anyways. Number 2 player. We drafted him at 4. Elite top end speed. Played college basketball for 2 years. Looks the ball into his hands. So he is going to be a great player. 96 speed, 99 jumping. This dude is insane. Like, this dude might actually be the best receiving prospect ever. Quite literally ever. Now I want to check my draft board out because we have a possibility we could trade up into this first round. Why are we looking at other people's picks? I don't care about that. I want to see if there's any talent that I need to acquire sooner rather than later. Emmett Mays would be nice, but we might be able to land him later. Juan Watts would be cool, but nothing crazy there. I did a scouting for some guys deeper on into the draft, but I'm not really seeing them. Andrew Merritt, he looks like a much worse player than he is supposed to be. That's not good. Okay, I think we're going to wait and try to see if that end is available. Let's just go to next user pick. I hope he is there. He was a first, second round guy, so, I mean, there's a solid chance he will be. It was a defensive end, and he's gone. Cool. Let's see. We don't have any talent available that we know of. There's a couple tight ends here. I am kind of interested in that. These two guys are projected first, second rounders. Let's see what they've got. 4.64. We could use a tight end. I mean, this is a little early to take a tight end, but hey, we need some weapons. I'm liking what I'm seeing here from Devin Meekins. He looks really, really solid. Let's check out the other one. I hate that this doesn't keep where you were. Devin Meekins and DeMarcus Wilkerson. These two guys. Okay, already I'm seeing that Devin Meekins looks better. Definitely Meekins is better. There's a couple more tight ends I want to check on, though, because they're right in the same ballpark. Paul Rogan, son of Joe Rogan, is here. Great speed, but really not any better. He's got worse injury. Meekins is a better injury. He did have some pretty cool, like, stats in there, but, like, I saw a bunch of A's, but I think I'd rather have... I'm not trying to do that, dude. I think I'd rather have Meekins at this point. Let's see. Who else was there? Rogan and Benji Stewart. I haven't seen him yet. A catching, B catching traffic. Okay, great speed. 4.6 speed. This guy looks really good. Okay, Benji Stewart and Devin Meekins is where we're at. A awareness, B. He's got a lot of A's and B's. A lot of A's and B's. He is a possession one. A lot of A's and B's. Where is he? Devin Meekins. Okay, they're both pretty fast. Okay, I think the other one might be better. He had better impact blocking. Devin Meekins is B2C injury. I hate that this doesn't keep where you are. This is so annoying. Benji Stewart. He ran pretty fast. He's got... I have the draft timer off. This thing is making me mad, bro. They have to fix it. So I drafted Benji Stewart. Like, I did this. This happened to me in my last rebuild. Benji Stewart is who I drafted. Now, if we get out of the draft, I almost guarantee you it's not going to be Benji Stewart. So if that happens again, I have to force the trade because I was taking Benji Stewart. We all knew that. Come on now. This game, they got to fix that bug, man. That's so annoying. Next user pick, not too far away. We got Benji Stewart. We got a tight end. Now we're looking more probably at a linebacker or something along that area. Hey, wait. Glenn Kelly, a center, round 1-2 talent. Okay. What am I looking at? Good athlete overall? No-brainer. No-brainer. Don't need to see anything else. Everything was really good. Good injury. Only 44th out of 46. Thought he'd be better than that, but hey, I mean, he still was a positive pick in that sense. Hey, we're good. We have really improved our O-line so far. I'm good with what we got so far. I mean, I really am. I see a guard. We're taking another one, though. We're not taking another one. I would not mind a corner. I'm more so interested in probably linebackers or in somebody who could rush the passer. We don't have any more scouting than that. That sucks. That's a day 3 guy, 100%. Let's see. I need like a speed rusher or a power rusher. This guy right here. Cassius Richardson. He looks okay. Solid on everything. Not incredibly great. Good injury rating. Power moves is a B. Block shedding is a C. Finesse moves is a C. Cassius Richardson looks okay. We could consider that. We'll check the end positions, make sure there's nothing better here. A round 2 to 3 guy, we'll definitely want to check on him. I see B and C once again. This guy has a really fast end. B finesse moves. B play rec. C awareness, C power moves. A to C injury, Thomas McGraw. And let's see anything up here. We'll check this one out. Roderick Marshall. Both really fast. Not nearly as good. So we're going with either McGraw or we're going with the linebacker. I can't remember his name right now, but C awareness, B finesse moves, B. I have it off, dude. It says we took Thomas McGraw. I guess we'll go with Thomas McGraw if that's what we got. This is so frustrating. EA, fix this game. This is the most frustrating thing I've ever seen. We have just a pick here right in a second. We probably can go draft a linebacker too. It says we have Thomas McGraw. Let's hope we do. And if not, we're going to go get him. Because that's who I was probably going to take. Who was the other guy? Was it a right outside? I think it was. Oh, did he get taken? No way. No, it was Cassius Richardson. It was Cassius Richardson. There we go. So I want to look at him. CF awareness, good injury, power moves a B. We'll go ahead and take him. I mean, I do need more pass rushers anyways on this roster. We are in big need of that. He was a bad pick. 212 in true value, excuse me. 68 is where we took him. That was a bad pick. Get the Scully off your head, bro. You look crazy. Next user pick we go. Now in round 5. And we'll see what we got here. Let's go ahead and check our scouting. I guess that's our best thing. Round 3 to 4 I'm seeing for a receiver. It's not bad. All receivers, though. I don't really want another receiver, man. We've got plenty of receivers. Darius Bryant. Let's see what you got. I mean, I don't really need another one. I could use maybe a down line, like a D tackle. Couple day 3 guys here. I mean, that's where we are. Matt Booker, he's got the size I'd like, 6'1", 310. Solid athlete. He's about middle of the pack in terms of an athlete. F play rec, F tackle, good injury. Block shed's a D. Finesse moves are C. Power moves. I'm going to take him. He's got good finesse and power moves for a D tackle. I like that. He was a terrible pick. 345 out of 132. Yikes. We'll let the CPU finish up. I got to go figure out who, apparently, that I took that I didn't take, apparently. Thomas Booker and the tight end. I don't remember, but I'll have to check. Golly. So here is our draft recap. We did not get Benji Stewart. I'm going to go trade for him because I want Benji Stewart. I don't know where he is, but I'll figure it out. BJ Roll is an 82 overall, though. An 82, this is insane. He is our receiver 1, day 1. Doesn't have a question beside that. He's a physically dominant player. I mean, he's a monster. This is going to be a great receiver for Drake Maye to throw to. The center looks really solid. He's going to be a guy, hidden dev, obviously. He's our center of the future. After David, we may even play him over David Andrews just because. Thomas McGraw is a solid player. We actually did get him. Cassius Richardson, I'm not even upset about that. Matt Booker does suck really bad. We then got Carl Covington and then Steven Baber. I'm actually really excited for him because he's a 69 overall as a 7th round pick. I mean, that's really solid. We did not draft him or, what was that second to last guy's name? Carl Covington. We didn't draft them. That was all CPU, but hey, they did me pretty good. Either way, I got to go get Benji Stewart from wherever he's at. Year 2, we got some things. The athletic trainer wants to talk to Christian Gonzalez. Definitely injury prevention. I don't know what his injury rating is, but I don't want him getting hurt, period. Especially after year 1, he did get hurt, so we don't need anything else from you, bud. We need you to be here as long as possible. We are up from about an 80 overall across the board to an 84 overall across the board. Which area of the team is the strongest? Definitely our defense is strongest, honestly. Part of the offense worries us the most. See, the problem is not much of it. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Oh, well. Yeah, I ended up actually cutting Andrew Booth because of the money. We'll go with wide receivers, maybe to challenge him to do better. Top 2. Whoa. Passing yards. Let's go for passing yards. I think Drake Maye can do 4,000 yards. I really do think that's possible. Drake Maye, I mean, especially with this new receiver, this should be awesome. So let's check out this roster. Let's look at what we got going for ourselves. Obviously, a much improved. Henry's up to superstar. Cool. We are starting Kelly over Andrews just because he's a young guy and he's not much worse anyways. Bowles is starting for us. The O-line is substantially better than last year. The receiving room, substantially better than last year. And we don't even have that much of a better overall. It's just because we have a better player, some upside. Benji Stewart, I know a secret about him. I think he has superstar or better dev because I got the upgrade over 75 and it gave me like a plus ability slot thing. So he probably has either superstar or superstar X Factor. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I mean, Stevenson's good. We're set on offense. Defensively, D-line has now become our significant most weak spot, including the edge rushers. Our 4th-round pick, Cassius Richardson, also has a dev trait, so that's very much something we need to keep an eye on. But yeah, I don't know. We need to find an edge rusher or a D-lineman or something like that. That is definitely our weakest spot on this team right now. And that's what we're going to be doing in the draft this coming year, is hoping for that. In terms of a goal for this season, before we get in there, I think 7 wins is just about reasonable. We had 5 last year. I'd rather us not win 7 games. I'd rather us have one more year of being kind of bad. But at the same time, if we can be good, we can be good. So let's see what we can do. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. BJ Royal's an X Factor. He's an X Factor. I mean, I'm not surprised. He was an 82 with 96 speed, and he's huge, enormous. Like, Glenn Kelly's also a star for what it's worth. But, I mean, I don't care. BJ Royal is... He's him. He's going to change the Patriots franchise forever. He is. Who's Tom Brady? And we have a superstar tight end. That is a great draft class right there. A starting center, a superstar tight end of the future, a elite wide receiver prospect, and a depth piece at linebacker that's going to be helpful for us for a long period of time. This is a great draft class, one way or another. The only bad news I have for you is week 6 and we're 1-4. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. But at this point, I have to debate whether I want to start him over Hunter Henry or not. And honestly, I do. I think I definitely do. We're going to put Jaheim Bell at the fullback position, and I'm starting the rookie because he's already just a few overalls worse, and he's a superstar. Like, let's get the dude the reps that he needs so he can develop, right? I mean, I feel like it's a no-brainer, honestly. Yeah, let's do it. And that's going to be big. We got Cole Strange needing an upgrade. That's going to be nice, okay? Yeah, we got a lot of things here that I'm really excited for. We just got to start winning games. We got to put games together to win them. I'm not upset about how many games we've lost at this point. It's more about I'd like to win some games, but not too many. But either way, I guess it's either way, it'll be fine. While we're here, I do need to look at some negotiations, see what we got going on. We got a lot of money. Marcus Jones, he's our slot corner. Let's go ahead and give him a 4-year deal. He does kind of want to be here. That probably will knock him in. Let's go. We got him. Cole Strange, like I said, I didn't want to give him a the short-term deal. I'd rather give him a long-term one. We can give him that right there, and he is fine with it. Jonathan Jones will wait on. Bailey Zappi, we're going to wait on because we don't really need him. Oof, this is a lot of interesting stuff here. We're going to accept Christian Gonzalez. Now, actually, honestly, I might just decline that and just give him a long-term. I don't know if I really... Autry, Andrews, and Taki need to be traded. They're not guys that we're even playing right now. And you could even consider Garrett Bowles. If we can maybe find a better left tackle, that would be very nice. That would be very, very nice. David Andrews and Sione Taki. What can we get? One offer, and it's for a running back and a 7th-round pick. I don't want that. All right, we're going to go look for a left tackle. That's our goal. See what we can find. I don't know. We'll see. So I think I'm going to make this deal. I can get off of all 3 of the guys that I want to. Tevin Jenkins, yes, he's a guard. He did come out as a tackle in the draft he was in. Profile's more to guard, but we can either play him at that or flip him, and we just kind of swap picks. I am going to look and see what we can do with a flip trade, like where we just basically send Tevin Jenkins right back out. But I'm also not opposed to just letting him be our left tackle. He's a good player, very good run blocker, pretty nasty as a run blocker as that. He's 6'6", 320. He can profile to tackle decently. Like I said, I want to see if there are any tackle. I mean, Jake Matthews is a really good one, but he's really old. Not really wanting that kind of thing right now. I want a younger guy. I'll even try to do my own trade here. I'm just, flipping assets, maybe finding more interest somewhere else. And I'll let you know what happens. I don't think there's one place that I know of that I do want to actually test out real quick. I want Jordan Morgan. He's 3rd on this. They can't do it because of money. Golly, man. That's annoying. Who's that? They won't give me him. Golly, they're paying D tackles like crazy here. I don't know who y'all would rather give me. I'll take the 30-year-old. That clears up plenty of money. Nope, they're just not wanting to do it. He's too valuable to them. All right, well, anyways, I'm going to try to find a tackle, a left tackle. I would love to. Kim Aquanu, I mean, they like him here. I'm actually glad that didn't accept because I didn't realize that he was a lower overall. Colton Miller's really good, but he's too good. I'd rather have Braxton Jones, I think. No, I don't think I would. I lied. I would rather have the guy I have right now. Charles Cross, I would rather have Charles Cross. He's a 1 overall worse, but he's 3 years younger. They can't do it because of money. All right, I'll figure it out and I'll let you know. All right, few things. Cassius Richardson, he's a star. Pretty good. I mean, could be better, could be worse. We're good with it. Sounds good. Also, we've won a few games. Gotten to, I think, 3 wins. Solid. And we have a breakout game. And just letting you know, Tevin Jenkins, he moved to left tackle. We're just going to stick with him. We have a running back breakout, assuming it's Ramondre Stevenson. Should be. I don't know why it would be anything else. That's really good for us, though, because he had a strong game last week. And we want to do I don't know what this is going to do. We'll do a hopeful goal, a medium goal. Hopefully that's enough. 125 rush yards. Okay, that's a lot, actually. So, he's probably not getting that. I don't know how that's, what is the medium goal? Can you get all the way up to X Factor immediately? That's crazy. I don't know. I don't really know how this is going to go. Still not used to this game entirely yet. There's still a lot of different things they've added, which, I mean, I appreciate that. I don't want to know everything that happens every time. But, yeah, I'm not really sure. I want to know what he did. How do I do it? It's progression history, my bad. So, last week, 2 rushing touchdowns, 3 receptions, 80 rushing yards, 34 receiving yards. Nice, okay. So, just he did a lot of scoring is what it looks like, really. Got him up to an 85 overall now. That's going to be helpful. Getting him to that, just second. I don't know. It looks better. That little dark green. Anyways, that's what that's going to be. Hopefully we can get this breakout game. I'm going to have to doubt it. For negotiations, let me just let you know what we're at. John Jones, we're waiting on it. Asamoah, I brought him in after we traded Taki just for depth. Hainsey, I brought him in because of the depth needed for, what's his name? We're going to bring him back. He's pretty young, and he's a good depth center. That's a really solid depth center. Not special, but definitely, I mean, he's also really cheap. So might as well bring him back. That's all I'm worried about. Honestly, I don't know if I'll re-sign another person. Let's see if we get this breakout game. I really hope we do, but once again, I'm going to have to doubt it. We lost. Yeah, there's next to no chance. There's next to no chance. I would doubt it. Yeah, it was rough out there for him. Okay, we're not doing too well. We're going to have to figure some stuff out here. No, he still has star development. At least he didn't lose it. I mean, there's that. But hey, let's get to the end of the season. We're 3-6. Not doing too hot. We go 9-8 and sneak our way into the playoffs. And now we have to play Kansas City. We have a ton of things to go over. Multiple injury to also address. Demario Douglas, that really blows. He is our effectively number 2 receiver right now. I want to check our season stats, though, before we get anywhere else. Looking at this, 19th once again in yards, 12th in passing touchdowns with 30. That's a good year. 19th in total offense. Hey, we had more than 2 touchdowns with our running back. Hey, Ramondre was top 6 or 7 in rushing. Drake Maye had a really good season. Need that completion percentage to go up a little bit. 63 is okay. It should be a lot better, but everything else looks really solid. Ramondre, really good year. Almost 5 yards per carry, 12 yards. That's a really, really good year. That's definitely nothing to be upset about. Royal didn't get that 800-yard mark. We needed 60 catches and 800 yards for one of those little challenges. That really sucks. But hey, Benji Stewart, 50 for 570. Really solid year overall. Not bad, not bad. Looking at blocking. Jackson Powers Johnson had a really good year. Defensively, 7.5 sacks from Barmore, 6.5 from Uche, 4 from Autry, 3.5 from Tavai. Keon White only with 3, Wise with 3, 2.5 from Thomas McGraw, our rookie, and 1 from Marte Mapu, and 0.5 from Owusu Koromela and Marco Wilson. Picks, 3 from Owusu Koromela, 2 from Gonzalez, and 1 for Tavai, Mapu, Jones, Duggar, and Jonathan Jones. Excuse me, Marcus and Jonathan both had 1. Block kicks, Thomas McGraw and Cassie Richardson had 1. That's cool. 1 safety from Danico Autry and a touchdown from Christian Gonzalez. Very much like that as normal. That either way, that's what we did. I mean, fine. We got better, I think, overall. I mean, we won more games. So let's see what we are. Mock draft 3, just based off of right now, we are picking approximately the 16th overall pick. So we're right in the middle. I assume we're probably going to lose to Kansas City here in the first week of the playoffs. Let's talk to these reporters, see what all they want, because we got to deal with them as usual. But video going around this morning, which one? Our 2 playmakers would have 75 catches. Oh, gosh. Well, that didn't happen. Ryan Clark roasting us. Big deal, bro. Comes with territory. Yeah, come on. Like, we'll deal with it. Whatever. I just don't get any bonuses. At least it doesn't hurt me, really. Let's talk to this reporter now about whatever. I don't know. Oh, talking about how we have 4,000 yards. Yeah, well, kind of thought maybe we would, improve with BJ Royal, but I'm gonna take a stab and say next year we're gonna really take a big step forward. Our first round pick expectations now. I can't believe we're 9-8 and made it. Listening to the expectations, this was the 60 catches and 800 yards. Yeah, I know. Congratulations, we didn't get it. It sucks, but here we are. Anyways, want to check the weekly strategy, just make sure, we get all that done. Everything's about normal. And then I want to go and upgrade some players, and then we'll get to our game. But before that, I want to make sure there's anything else we have to do. We'll use some staff points here in a second. We got one more press conference. Let's see. 8 to 9 wins. Hey, we got 9 wins. We got one of them right. He was talking about how good of a job we did. So he wasn't just straight up roasting us all season. He did get that. So we got 1,000 XP for a bunch of different players and 5 staff points. Either way, we'll get to our game. Wild card round football. Drake Maye, Patrick Mahomes. Ain't your usual Patriots versus Chiefs game. No Tom Brady here. We've got a whole different team. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody here that actually, maybe Mike Onwenu, maybe he was there. That would probably be about it. I don't know that Cole Strange was. He's too young, I believe. Yeah, anyways, let's get to it. Big time game coming up, like I said. We're probably going to lose, let's just be real. But hey, it's kind of a bad way to start this off. They're up 7. They get the ball back. Looks like we're on a good drive here. I think we might be about to score. We do. We match it with 7 of our own, but they score another 7 very quickly. They go up by 10, and at the end of the half, they're up by 3. So we are keeping pace relatively well. Let's get involved here. Yikes, man. We gotta do something. Okay, we're down by 3. Let's go by change of possession here. Okay, it's back up to 10. I'm not really confident in this right now. Okay, hey, there we go. 44-yard touchdown to Javon Baker. 5 minutes left, and we're just down by 3. We just need to keep 20-yard reception. See, that's not what we need. That's not what we need at all. 2nd and 13, 3rd and 6. Come on. They score again. That's probably the curtain call. Big-time plays here. Hold on. They get the ball. They're going to be able to pretty much just march it out, I assume. 3rd and 2. 4th and 3. Oh, they were able to. That was it. They were able to wind it down. That really sucks. We really came down to the wire with the Chiefs in our first playoff game. Drake Maye, what a game. Wow. 78% completion, 477 yards, 6 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He outduels Patrick Mahomes rating-wise, completion percentage, touchdowns. I mean, Mahomes had more yards, but he also had a lot more completions and attempts. Like, he did a lot more passing than we did. Rushing, we were cooked rushing. Goodness. Add another 30 yards to Drake Maye rushing. Wow. Marquise Brown, 200 yards and a touchdown. Rashee Rice, 2 touchdowns, 126. Travis Kelce, 90 yards and a touchdown. B.J. Royal, 172 yards and 2 tutties. Xavier Worthy, 70 yards and a touchdown. Javon Baker, 2 touchdowns and $130. Jalen Polk had 70 yards, and Benji Stewart had himself a touchdown as well. A massive game. I want to know defensive stats because it doesn't look like there should be any. There looks like that this game was entirely quarterbacks, and that's it. Uche had a sack, and then they got 2 sacks on us. Tackles for loss, Godshaw, Autry, McGraw, Owusu-Koramoah, and Uche all had tackles for loss. No picks. Any forced fumbles? No. Any safeties? Any touchdowns? No. Nothing. Okay. Anyways, that sucks, but hey, we've got a playoff game under our belt. Here in our season recap, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens get the victory over the Detroit Lions. Rookie of the Year goes to quarterback Donnie Wilcox of the Saints, and defensive rookie goes to Jared Spillman of the Panthers. Everything else, we did not get a single thing, so that sucks, but whatever. Didn't have the best year in terms of prior to a lot of things, but we kind of made up for it towards the end. I think next year is the year that we really step into the scene of being like a legitimate contender here. Next few months, it's going to be the same thing, isn't it? We're just going to, I'm going to say there's no specific plan because I don't really know, no plan at all. We're happy with our talent. I don't know. I guarantee a playoff team. I mean, I'd say so. We were just a playoff team, and we're going to have a better quarterback next year. We're going to have, year 2 of B.J. Royal. That's going to be a huge help. Let's see. Do we have any retirements? I don't know if we have anybody old enough to retire. We do not. So that's cool. Calais Campbell does retire. Big time loss there for the Dolphins, I suppose. We got some upgrades. Just all of our backups. Kendre Miller and Tank Bigsby were on our practice squad. I'll take that. I like that. Anyways, let's go to re-sign players. I don't think we have too many things to worry about there, like I've said before. We do have an option for Christian Gonzalez. Part of me is like, should I just go ahead and approve it? I'll say yes. Just get it over with. Jonathan Jones, 79 overall. He lost his dev trait, but that's a solid player. I'll bump it down to 2.5 on each, and if he takes that, he takes it. Cool, he takes it. Then Dietrich Wise, he's still a 74, but I don't know that I want to pay him even that. Danico Autry, that's not a bad number, but he's going to have to take that. Yeah, I didn't think so. We're going to have to fill out some holes. We do have a few starters. Like on the D-line is really our biggest issue. We have an on-field player meeting thing for who knows what. I don't know. These are not... Yeah, now we're at practice. His motivation, Christian Barmore, should be more meaningful. What's your motivation? Have we not had this conversation already, bud? Being close to home? Will you change that about me? I want you to be a starter. I'm going to keep telling you that. He trusts. Change his number 1 motivation. That's big. That's big because we're probably... I don't know where he's from, but I know he went to Alabama, so if that's what it's counting, then he would not have stayed with us. That's good. Free agency time, and oops, I just slammed my controller down. We have to see what we can do here. DeMarcus Lawrence, that sucks that he's the best one available because it's really not that intriguing. Wow, this really sucks. So let's go ahead and just take a gander at our roster and what we're working with because we need to see exactly what we might need. We don't need a quarterback. We don't need a receiver. B.J. Royal has X Factor. Our running back now has Superstar. That's going to be sick. Let's go. Let's see. We really don't need a receiver either. We have 4 80 pluses, which, okay, he's got that stupid glitch where they like don't activate their X Factor, so I'm going to have to do that thing where I take it off and put it back on. I hate this game for not being able to upgrade itself. Every lineman we have is an 80 plus. That's a huge win. Hunter Henry, our backup tight end, is now still a 79, but Benji Stewart is an 82. That's really nice. Defensively, once again, I mean, this is a good unit. We just need better edge rushers and D linemen, especially D linemen now. Our D linemen are not very pretty. Gonzalez up to a 90. Holland's a 91. I wish we had a depth trait better than one of just a superstar for Holland or a superstar for Gonzalez, but can't have it all. We really just need D linemen and edge rushers, man. That's really our biggest need. I'm not paying him 26 mil. There's no chance. There is not a single chance. We don't need a quarterback. Definitely not that. Running back, the only running back I'd take is if we had like a solid speed back here to kind of do the change of pace type of deal. I just don't see that anywhere. We don't need a receiver. We don't need a tight end. Zach Tom. That's interesting. It would be a nice little upgrade. And we could trade Tevin Jenkins. Because Zach Tom's a year younger. I'm thinking I'm going to send an offer to this one. Tevin Jenkins, or we could move Tevin Jenkins over. We're probably not going to get him, but I'll stick with that where it is. Rasheed Walker at an 80, and he's 26. What are we looking at with Tevin Jenkins? He's 28. There's just no depth trait, so honestly, Tevin Jenkins will be better off in the long run. Braxton Jones here. A year younger. A year younger and overall worse. They both have a dev trait. They're both just, star dev. That probably would save us some money. I don't know. I'll drop it down to here, and if he takes it, he takes it. We'll see what we get out of that. We're probably going to land Braxton Jones. And then I'll make a decision on if I want to move, what's his name? Taylor Moton. If he wasn't 32, man, I might even consider playing him at left. But, I mean, $20 million a year? I can't do that. He's 32 years old, man. That's the problem there. Kwity Paye, that's a really solid player. I don't love $13 million a year for him, but it's a very good player. There's no doubt about that. DJ Reader, I'm a fan of DJ Reader. I am a fan of DJ Reader. I don't want to pay him quite so much, but I will give him that right there. We're the only offer right now. Probably going to land him. Matt Judon once again wants to come back. Sorry, but I don't want to pay you to be nothing special. Not happening. Van Ginkel? I could do that. He's just not any better than what I have is the only problem there. Who was I just looking at? DJ Reader. I want to lower this offer just a slight bit more because he is still interested based on what we were. I want to, honestly, okay, then we're dropping him even further down. We're going to go 7 and 7.5. All right, that should be yellow. That should be yellow. Oh, that's fine. I want it to be in the yellow. I don't want it to be the best offer possible. Kendall Fuller, that's interesting. Benford is very interesting as a depth piece. 79 overall at 25 years old. I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back to that one. Probably not, but we'll see. We don't need safeties. We've got safeties. We don't need a kicker. Do we need a punter? Our punter didn't leave, did he? Nope, we've got our punter still. Bryce Behringer. Okay, so what we're looking at here officially is Zach Tom. We're probably not going to land. More than likely. DJ Reader. Hopefully we land. Wait. Mike Evans. Wait a minute. Nah, I'm not paying him $10 million to do that. And then Braxton Jones, who we likely will land. Is it worse? Well, here's the thing. So what's his name is off contract after this year. So that is a big. We'll just go ahead and do it. Why not? We didn't get somebody. Braxton Jones, DJ Reader. Okay, we have to up our offer for DJ Reader. He has comp now. What if we're at 7.5? How is that going to put us? We're the top offer, but that doesn't really mean a whole lot. If I set it 8, does that give me any kind of leg room? No, not really. If I set it what he wants, does that give me any extra leg room? No, not really. Okay, so we now have to go up a little bit. I do want DJ Reader. We don't have a D tackle right now. For a 1-year rental, I will waste the money. All right, well, we're just getting down the board further and further. All right, this is my final offer. If we don't get to the top of the boards, it is not meant to be. All right, we are stretching it thin. We got Braxton Jones. We did not get DJ Reader. So Braxton Jones looks to be our potential left tackle of the future. Now we have to make do with what we can do. Travis Jones. He doesn't really want to be here. We're going to save money, though. Give him 4 years. What are we looking at? What's our deal? I mean, he likes it. Let's just go ahead and see what we got. We got Travis Jones. Okay, cool. I like that. He doesn't have a dev trait. That's fine. I kind of want to get a mentor here. Danico Autry, you can come back. You did good for us. We'll give you a little reward deal here for coming back. Just helping us out for 1 more year. Not tying up any money long-term at all. I don't think it'd be bad at this point to bring back Judon just because he's not going to start for us. But he can be that mentor once again. We'll do that right there. He probably won't love it, but he'll take it, I'm sure. Cornerback room. I don't see any reason to bring in any of these guys. A mentor badge at best, but I'm pretty sure Jonathan Jones has one. For depth, I'll do like something crazy like this. If he takes that, he takes it. I mean, that's all I care. All right, that's going to be it for this week. We'll get to it. Let's get to the draft. So, free agency recap. We had a rather chaotic free agency. So, there's some things that happened. Braden Smith, he was sitting on the board and had no offers. And so I very much lowballed him. He was wanting about $20 million per year. He ended up getting about, 13 a year from me because that's the only offer he got. He's going to play left tackle because he's an 85 overall and only 30 years old. 30 years old is, it's older, but it's not too bad. Yeah, we got him for 2 years, so why not? Braxton Jones, I guess, now becomes a trade piece. Crazy. We also picked up Bobby Wagner for less than $4 million for 1 year. We got Travis Jones, obviously, as you know, to be our kind of starting DT. We've got Xavier Howard for less than $2.5 million. We got Matt Judon for less than just over $4 million, and Danico Autry. A lot of these are 1 year deals, except for Travis Jones and Braxton and Braden Smith. So, yeah, Braden Smith's going to play. He's now going to be left tackle. We're going to go ahead and move him over because, honestly, it doesn't really matter in this game. And Braxton Jones, yeah, he's younger, but he's not going to develop to be better than an 85. Linemen just don't develop that fast. So, Braden Smith's better off just playing now anyways. Kind of a wild sequence there. But we're going to look to see what we can do. We can make some trades now. We've got Tevin Jenkins, Braxton Jones, who are both very much movable. We can definitely, what we're going to do here is we're going to go over here, and we're going to look at, I wish you could do you can do mock drafts. Let's see if there's an edge rusher that I just really feel like we need to go grab. Jason Goodwin, top 5, round 1, that's all we know. Do we have anybody in the knowledge of top, let's just go do this. Let's go do this. Prospects, I want to know if we know if anybody is truly top 5. We don't. We don't know what anybody is here. That's wonderful. I see this guy, Jason Goodwin. Okay. I see these two, Ben Love and Melvin Stevens. See, here's the thing, though. I'm pretty positive that there should be more people here than what's showing me. There should be. There definitely should be. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down to the actual position group. Jason Goodwin. Okay. Cool. Cool. We should know just about every one of these guys. Yeah, See, Brian McNair, he's top 5, but he's only first to second round talent. He's not going to be that great. Round 1 talent from a few guys here. Love, Stevens, and Aaron Lamb. The tackle, we got a first round. Oh, wow, that's going to be a good one. We're going to get him in the second round, it looks like. It's round 2 to 3 for Tavares DeVoe. He's a round 1 talent, though. That's really nice. So I'd like to see... Okay, we don't have anybody there. We don't have anybody there. Anybody there? Anybody there? No. We did a lot of defensive scouting. It was primarily like D-line scouting is everything I'd set. Yeah, not even linebacker really. No safety. Yeah, so it's all D-line. That's our scouting. Okay. I don't really see anything I love. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about packaging Braxton Jones, our first rounder, and maybe even Tevin Jenkins all together to make a trade for a legitimate defensive lineman. That's probably going to be better suited for us right now than anything else would be. Let's see. Tevin Jenkins, Antonio Gibson, and our first for Rashawn Gary. I think that is a good deal. We sent away to the NFC a good guard, and we get back a the guy who's going to be now the pass rusher of our defense, like the forefront guy who's going to wreak havoc on opposing offensive lines. That's going to be a big deal. Let's get to the draft. Obviously, like I said, we know who we're going for in round 2. It's that D tackle. Hopefully he's still there. I think he should be. He was supposed to be like a second, third guy. What was his name? When I see it, I'll know. Oh, crap. Is he gone? He's gone. Ah, man. That stinks. Oh, well. I didn't realize how far back we were. I really didn't think about the fact that we finished so much better than I really remembered. But, hey, Aaron Lamb is still here. I feel like that's kind of a no-brainer. Our biggest question on our D-line, it is still our D-line. So, he was 19th best player in the class. We drafted him at 52. Menacing bull rush. Hand-fighting skills are work in progress. But he shows a good anchor and a strong push on the, what does it say? On film. Thank you. I don't know. I can't read. Either way, B injury, A pursuit, A power moves. He should be a solid player. At least, from here on out, we can worry about that. We'll go to next user pick. We're going to pause the draft. Maybe that'll help us not draft random guys that we don't want from here on out. Because I know it used to. I mean, hopefully. But who knows? This game is supposed to not do that anyways. Let's see what we got from here on out. We're in day 3, or, well, kind of day 3. All straight D linemen. We don't necessarily need that. Let's look at Terry Jennings. Get a guard maybe in here for some backup or something. He looks okay. Yeah, he looks actually really solid. Run block power could be better, but everything else looks solid. We'll take him. 33rd, we got him at 84. Okay, good pick. Kind of just a random grab there. Didn't know anything about him, and that worked out well. Let's just keep moving on through it. We're going to go all the way down to round 5 this time. We got a big gap because we traded a bunch of 4s earlier. Let's see. What might we need? This guy we have scouted quite a bit, Desmond Randall. He is, what was his type? He's a speed rusher. Finesse moves are B, man coverage F, awareness B, power moves D, pursuit C, block shed C. Injuries D to F. I'm not loving it. He looks fine. We could find better. Ultimately, we could. Let's just go ahead and sort by what we do have scouted. Make it easier on ourselves. A couple day 3 guys here. We don't really care to do that, though. We could use a backup running back. I mean, if there's one this is a power back here, I'd really like a little elusive back to just kind of do a change of pace type of situation. Kyle Moore looks to be the highest prospect available. Let's see. He is not particularly crazy fast. I'd really like to get a guy who has some legitimate, game-breaking speed. Let's see. Keenan Easley. He's also here. He's from Kansas. Okay, there's some real speed. We're getting somewhere a little bit. Let's check out Raheem Edwards from Texas A&M. Solid speed. I don't know. How about Brian Galloway? Great speed. Okay, now we're getting down to the 4.3s. We'll take Brian Galloway. Is he going to be great? Probably not. 137. Hey, he's a better pick than what we were taking him at. Not a burner, but decent speed. We're going to send him to the end of the draft from here. Here is our draft recap. We got our first overall pick. He's a 75. Very solid. Nothing wrong with that. The guard was a 74. Very nice. The running back a 68. Okay. Thomas Bolden, we took a quarterback apparently, and we got a 70 overall fullback in the 7th round. I like it. I like seeing that. Not that I'm necessarily going to keep him because he's a fullback, but we'll see. Either way, we got to adjust the roster. We got a real edge rusher now. Think about that. It's pretty much like our first overall pick was an 88 overall. It's pretty good. We'll see what let's get to the regular season. Year 3 begins, and here is the roster. Javon Baker, he makes people in wheelchairs stand up. He is wide receiver 2 now. Jalen Polk goes down to 3. Demario Douglas actually could even take his spot, but we'll leave it here for now. Benji Stewart's up to superstar, obviously, or Madre Stevenson superstar. BJ Roll is an X factor. That's going to be nice. We have Rashawn Gary as our #1 edge rusher now. Keon White, keep him on the roster. He just moves down to a DN position. It's probably more true fitting for him anyways. Gonzalez is here. Basically, everything's the same except we have Gary. We bring back some depth like Bobby Wagner, Judon. Most things are pretty much the same, though. We're going to hopefully we can get to a point where we're winning a lot of games and get to the legitimate end of contention in the playoffs. Week 7, and we're 6-0, about to face the 5-0 Chiefs. This is a big game for us, but we have a lot of negotiations. Don't have a ton of money. We got some. We got to figure out some things, though, because there are some guys that we're not going to be able to re-sign, and we need to potentially just move off of them so that way we can, save money for the long term. Marte Mapu is a tough one because he doesn't start for us. Keon White's a guy that, he's a starting D lineman for us now. We probably should try to bring him back. I mean, we're close there. We're already down 25 mil. All these guys are all just the old guys. We're not worried about any of them. But we still have to look at Demario Douglas, Marte Mapu, Keon White. I don't know. Marte Mapu's tough because he's 26. The numbers are easy here, though. I want to do that. Okay, that's too easy of numbers. We can potentially move off of the safety above him. This one's really tough, though, because he's our wide receiver 4. And he's 25 years old, and he's a year older than Polk and Baker, and he's worse than both of them. That might be one we have to kind of float a trade out there on. See what we can do. First off, let's see what we need. Pass yards, we're 4th. Rush yards, we're 9th. Wow, defensively, we are killing it. 4th and 2nd in opponent pass and rush yards. We are killing it insanely. Our defense is very, very good. We just what's our problem then? I'd say, I don't even really know. I mean, nothing really. We're just not scoring a ton of points for whatever reason. Okay? So if I did Demario Douglas, and we still have, okay, who's our strong safety that we just... Kyle Duggar, he's 30. He's also making 17 mil. If I sent them out, what can I get for them? Quinion Mitchell, that'd be sick. Keanu Benton's very nice. A young player that's an 80 overall star dev. He's only 25 years old. Quinion Mitchell at 25 years old. So what will we need more? Let's see. Let's look at the room. So, I mean, probably a corner. Because, yeah, we have Christian Gonzalez. But, there's 2 to 3 CBs on the field at all times. And there's not really very many of them here that are that great. We could really use another good one. D-tackle, I mean, it'd be good. But we'd have a lot of them for no reason at that point. We don't need any O-linemen, really. Our O-line's actually really solid. Because we also have Caden Wallace, Braxton Jones here waiting in the wings. There's not a whole lot of need there. I mean, we could really get another wide receiver, maybe a wide receiver 2 would be nice. But I don't know how much that's a necessity. I mean, it'd be a guy in the, mid-80s or so that I'd be looking for. Marvin Harrison up to an X factor. That's nice. Lad McConkey would be a really, really nice pairing, but I'm not really, sold on that by any means. Mike Pittman, he's on a 1-year deal, so it would make sense to kind of come and get him now. What if I want to take off Duggar here? I just want to see how close we can get. Oh. That works. That's incredible. I guess it's because he's older, and he's a better player. I'll take that. Absolutely, I'll take that. Give me that, man. He is a really, really good receiver. I'm a big Michael Pittman fan. Is he amazing? No, but is he a very good receiver? Absolutely, he is. Well, there is our new... He's kind of a big slot. We can play him in that role, so that's what he's going to do for us. Michael Pittman, let's move him up. Yeah, that's what we're going to do there. And then I want Baker to be not Polk. Polk's more of an outside guy. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be nice. That could really help our offense really explode with just having more dynamicism on the field. Let's go ahead and go to next week. I want to sit here and watch this because, okay, we lost 32-0. That is insane. As good of a team as we've been, and we just got skunked, literally. Holy crap. That's crazy, man. Either way, it's fine. Maybe we have to take a loss here or there. That'll be all right. But now I want to look at the negotiations because now we have to re-sign Michael Pittman, which that could be actually a very poor decision that I just made. A very poor decision that I just made because he's going to cost a ton. Crap. What did I just do? I didn't think about that at all. Can we flip Michael Pittman now? What's that going to look like? Because we don't have the money to keep him. I know that's a little bit chaotic and crazy, but at this point, I forgot about the fact of, having to actually pay him. That's going to be a problem, definitely. Drake London would be nice. He's a lot younger. I wonder what his contract's looking like. Ed Oliver would be sick. A D tackle like that, that'd be awesome. Ed Oliver, he's come with a 5th and a 7th. We might be able to swing a receiver from him. Let's go check Drake London. I want to see what his contract looks like right now. That's going to be the biggest factor here. Okay, he's on contract for 3 years. If I can do this and swing another player from them instead of that 3rd and whatever it was, I would much prefer that. I mean, Reggie Evans, there's not a chance we're going to get him, I don't think. But actually not as far as I thought. Let's see. I was kind of looking for a D lineman, but they don't really have anything that I'm interested in. No, Bobby Brown is not enough for me to really care about that. Obviously, we're not getting A.J. Terrell. Love it, but no, not happening. I'll shoot for Reggie Evans. I mean, we can give up a draft pick or so. We have 2/3 here. I will gladly do that for Drake London and Reggie Evans. Wow, I really thought that was going to be it. May need quite a bit more than that. Okay, if I give you the better 3rd round pick, not that that's going to change much, but okay, we'll see. We got a 5th here, an extra 5th, an extra 6th. Let's see what that does. I mean, just adding a lot of assets. It's inching up closer, but not really at the same time. I'll give up a 2, but I'm keeping the rest of them. Okay, I'm not keeping the rest of them. I think that 5 should put it over the edge. All right, there we go. Drake London and Reggie Evans, I think it's Reggie Evans. Kind of crazy that we just did all that, but it's going to help us with our contract situations at the moment. So now we have to go back and switch some things around. Drake London, he's younger, so that's a big plus. He's going to be our wide receiver 2. We had Michael Pittman for 1 week. Patriots legend Michael Pittman. That's hilarious, man. Let's see. Want that right there, and then I want to make sure that our slot receiver room is fixed. Baker, yes. I'll put Polk here now because he's obviously, you know, not going to be playing elsewhere. Who do I want there? I don't care. Just leave Drake London. Anyways. And then slot corner, Marcus Jones, Jonathan Jones, Marte Mapu. That looks good to me. All right, that's going to do it. We do have to cut somebody. We'll just find, somebody on the outskirts, probably in those 2 rooms because we don't need all those. Let's see. We'll get rid of Tank Bigsby. Well, let me check and see what the CB room looks like. There might be an extra guy there that just isn't needed. Marco Wilson, he's just going to keep Marcellus Dial from playing. So whatever, we'll do that. We got to get better guys than him anyways. We got a player meeting here. We're 6-1. We're a really good team. We're 88 across the board. Is very, very, very good. I mean, obviously very good. Thanks for meeting with me. To Ramadre. What you want, dude? He's not involved in the offense enough. Dude, we're top of the league in rushing. You want catches too? I mean, okay. Get me the ball, coach. 4 catches and 10 rush attempts. Definitely I'll go for that. 4 catches ain't crazy. 10 rush attempts. If he doesn't get 10 rush attempts, we have a big issue. Anyways, that's going to be it. Let's see what we can do for the rest of the year. At the end of the season, we have a bunch of different things to do. 8 yards per pass attempt. Did we get that? Yeah. He's roasting us. So we didn't get that. Great. Wonderful. Awesome. Okay. Anyways, we went 13-4. 12-5, 13-4. I'm missing it. 12-5. Sorry. That's really good. We do not get the 1 seed, which does suck, but we get the 2 seed. The Chiefs get the 1 seed. They beat us, so they must have had a 13-4 record or something like that. We've got some more things to address. We're still an 88 to 89 overall across the thing. We predicted 30 sacks is what we're talking about. We shut all the experts up, so we got more than 30 sacks. That's a big one. 30 sacks is a good number because, that's showing that we actually can get to the quarterback and create some chaos. That means that we probably have a couple guys with high single digits or one with double digits. That's what Rashawn Gary was kind of here for. Hopefully he did that well. Glenn Kelly, he's up to an 85 true overall. Who else do we have in here with some good dev trait or some good upgrades? A lot of defensive players. Okay, that's fine. I'll just let them all go and upgrade themselves. Got a text message. Halfback involved in the offense. Ramadre wanted 50 catches and 90 touches. All right, whatever. But you need to hold up your end of the bargain. Okay, he's talking about how he needs to do better. morale dropped by 20. Quit being a baby. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and do some weekly what happened? Okay, anyways, that's not what I meant to do. Weekly strategy type stuff. We are, a lot of good players here. Definitely a lot of good players. I'm very excited. I think this offseason, or this postseason is what we're going to be waiting for. This is going to be a good one for us. Hopefully the Kansas City Chiefs can lose before we get there because they're just always a ridiculous team to play in the sim. This is year 3. This is where I predicted we would win. So let's hope that that does happen. Christian Gonzalez up to a true 90 overall finally. That's a big one for us. Is he still a star? He is. Wish he was a little better than that, but it's okay. Everything else, we'll let that go. Drake London's going to get up a little bit higher. That's going to be nice. Let's check our stats on the season. I want to see how good we did. Drake Maye, 4th in passing yards, 12th in touchdowns. We were 5th in total offense. That's awesome. That's a much better year. 6th in defense. Ramondre only had 930 yards. That's a little strange. Okay. 28-7. Okay, that's nice. We needed that completion percentage to come up. He was like 63% last year. He had 4,000 passing yards. It's a good year. Drake Maye had another 400 yards on the ground, plus 4 touchdowns. Kendre Miller had a couple, 150 yards or so. Solid year. Could do better rushing, but it's okay. London had 1,000 yards. B.J. Royal was down to 700. I don't like that at all. Javon Baker, 960 with 10 touchdowns. Benji Stewart, 800 yards, 7 touchdowns. I mean, that's really nice. Just need to get more for, Ramondre, really, to be honest. Either way, checking the blocking. Not a great year, really, for anybody. Could be better. I see 12 sacks down there. 12 from Gary. 10 from Barmore. What a heck of a year for Barmore on the inside. 7.5 for Uche. 3.5 for White. 2 for Tavai. 1 for Evans and 1 for Jones. And 0.5 for Gonzalez and Holland. That's nice. Christian Gonzalez had 2 picks. And then we had 1 pick for Holland, J.O.K., Marcus Jones, and Marte Mapu. Couple 6 fumble recoveries. We forced a lot of fumbles. Jelani Tavai had 2. Barmore had 2. And Gonzalez had 2. No safeties. We did have 2 field goal blocks. Aaron Lamb and Jelani Tavai. And no touchdowns. But that's okay. Really solid year. Definitely our best year by far. Not even close. Finally had a 4,000-yard passer. That's going to be big. We need to make sure we do what we can. Let's go fill out some of these staff points, and we'll get to our game. Playoff football. Wild card round. We've been here before. We got to face Joe Burrow and Drake Maye. 2 great quarterbacks at this point. We're not going to do anything. We're going to go by quarter as usual. Let's go to the next quarter here. Starting off with the ball, it looks like we did not score. They didn't either. But then we put up 7 of our own and close out the first quarter with a 7-point lead. That's very good for us. We're holding them. They got a safety on us. 14-2. That's some scoregami, I'm sure. I want them to end with 2 points. Please don't let them score again. All right, they scored again. Anyways, we're leading them well. We're doing a very good job of not letting them score at the moment. Okay, I have to rescind that. They are at the 44 already. This is not good. Let's clutch this up, please. 2nd and 9, 3rd and 13, 1st and goal. Come on, dude. All right, they are up now. They converted the 2-point conversion. All right, I'm hopping in here, dude. I haven't even played with this team yet. This could be dangerous because I haven't even touched this team, and now I'm about to jump in and try to win us a playoff game. I like Javon Baker's route right here, but I want to go here instead. Benji Stewart up into the 43-yard line. Drake Maye's having a heck of a game. 370 yards so far. Really, really good game from him. I want to go back, actually. Don't go this way. Ramondre got stuffed. They're wearing the all-whites. Okay, 8 rush attempts and 17 yards. Maybe that's why they came back, because we haven't run the ball but now 7 times to this point. That is ridiculous. Madden fixed this game. They're pressing, dude. You know how I feel about pressing. I don't have time. All right, only 4 yards that time. Their run defense is pretty stout, to be honest with you. They're not expecting run here, so I'm going to do it because of that. Get us to the... We're trying to kill some clock here for sure. Definitely need to kill some clock. Benji Stewart, this could be a nice little screen pass to him. Yep. Stay in bounds. Yes, sir. Let it hit 2-minute warning. That's good. We want to run this down as low as possible. Let's see. Not great there. We only got a yard. But hey, the clock's moving. That's fine. I need the clock to be moving. Because it's going to not run while we're moving to plays now. Did you get the first? No, he didn't. That's okay. That's okay. To a point, I like that. Because now we just have to have one more play. Get to that second level. Thank you. Ramadre gets us down inside the 5. That's huge. Let's turn on the shoe clock. Let's see. Come on. Okay. Almost got really bad there. We need to make sure the clock continues to run. I'm confident in either a touchdown or at least a gain of yardage. As long as we block well. Goodness. All right, we got a brief gain of yardage. Drake London, I'm liking that out route. All right, that's actually really good because we need that clock to stop. I think I'm going to go for this. I'm at least going to run onto the field and see what this looks like. I like it enough. BJ Royal with the score to put us up by 3 with 18 seconds left. Drake Maye throws an absolute dot to his receiver to get the points on the board on 4th down. A clutch performance here from Drake Maye. They have to get in the end zone now. Took 4 minutes off the clock, almost the entirety of the game remaining. All we have to do is hold down on the offense. Can't let them break away anything. Let's get him down, please. They're already at the 35. Just, dude, give a cushion. I don't even care. All right, what little play are they going to run here? They going to run the sideline ones? Oh, what a terrible pass from Joe Burrow. He ain't clutch whatsoever. J.O.K. is going to seal this game with a pick. What a play from our linebacker, our stud linebacker that we picked up just a year ago. Joe Burrow, all that aura, no clutch. Let's go. That is, what a clown. What an absolute, what amount of tomfoolery do you have to do that? Right to him, bud. And gets the first down, just on your head for what it's worth. Let's go. We're going to pad some stats here. Wow, am I having a stroke? I think so. Gets a couple yards there on the last play of the game. We're going to take this one to the next round. Thank you, Cincinnati. Thank you, Joe Burrow, for having all that aura and no ability to play. Look at the box score. Drake Maye killed it, dude. Let's see what he did today. 66% completion, 3 touchdowns, 400 yards. Joe Burrow who? 60 rushing yards from our running back. Drake Maye had 14 rushing yards as well. Receiving, Benji Stewart had 11 and 140. BJ Royal had 7 and 111 with a touchdown. Drake London had a touchdown. Who else? Ramadre Stevenson had a receiving touchdown, excuse me. Any defensive stats that stand out? Barmore had a sack. Uche had a sack. Marcus Jones has a sack. Keon White has a sack. Nice. Obviously, JOK gets the, what's it called? We have a safety from McKinley Jackson. That's so funny. Anyways, that's going to do it. Let's go to the divisional round. Divisional round football here. Lamar Jackson, Drake Maye in the playoffs. This is a big-time game for us here in Foxborough. Let's get it. I'm going to start off with, I think the Ravens have the ball. They will have the ball to start off with. Let's go by quarter here. They are marching down the field. Take forever on that first drive. It's 0-0 going into quarter number 2. That's okay. It's a punt fest. We get 7 somehow, some way, but they match it with 7 of their own very quickly. And going into the half, it is a 14-14 game. I think both of those points were scored with less than a minute in the half. That's crazy. We're going to start the half with 3 points. What in the world? They are taking the entirety of that quarter to do that. Hold on. Go by change of possession, please. Okay, we get 3. Need to be better than that, but 3rd and 16, 4th and 1. They have to punt it to us. I'm hopping in here. 4 minutes left. We got a 4-minute drive. We need to take as much of this as we can, but also get to a scoring position. They're not expecting a run here. There's no way. Gets a solid 9-yard gain. Let's keep moving. Let's go. Come on. Oh, that was terrible. Off his back foot and the throw goes nowhere. Oh, man, that's tough. I think B.J. Rule could have come down with that one, too. They are way heavy to that right side. If we can get some solid blocking on the edge here, I might be able to break this one free. All right, we're up to the 37. 70 rushing yards in this game. At least we have a rushing game this one. Let's go. Hunter Henry with a solid catch gets us across the 50. That's a big play right there. Thank you, sir. We're going to let this play be the last one before the 2-minute warning. Benji Stewart, an absolute hit stick on Brandon Stevens. Get out of here, dude. You are a scrub. Let's go. 2-minute warning. We are only down by 1. We just need to milk the clock as good as possible. A field goal puts us in the lead, so all we need is a field goal. My dog is barking up there. Where is this thing at? There we go. Let's go. Okay, that's fine with me. 4 yards of carry. That's a first down if we get 2 more of those. Let's go. I like this right here. I need number, I think that's Cole Strange. He did that second level. Yes, sir. Good stuff. 3rd and 1. There we go. I need to turn on the chew clock before I do this. Anything else? First down, baby. Let's go. Kendre Miller gets us the first. Thank you, sir. We're at the 23. We have plenty of time here. They're starting to call their timeouts. Exactly what I needed. Exactly what I wanted them to do. Let's go. Need to run a little pass play here so we can get some yardage. Yep, timeout. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. 1 interception from this game from Drake Maye. That sucks, but hey, basically, if we can put this one on this timeout right here, we're good. We're good to go. Yes, sir. Timeout. All right. I want to run one more play, get the clock to keep moving because we don't need to leave them with more than 30 seconds. No chance. Oh, I thought he made it. First down. So we can make this the last play here potentially. I don't like that, though. We have our 3 timeouts. We're good. We're good. If I can snap it, we're good. Yep. Timeout here. We got one more play, and then we'll see. I like this one right here. I think we're going to run this again. There's a hole between that center right there. Yes, sir. Into the end zone with 5 seconds left. Ramondre Stevenson is going to clutch up this game for us. I'm really liking Drake London's route. I don't think there's any chance they're going to be able to stop that. Yep. Easy. Easy, easy. Up by 7. They have to get a whole touchdown and the extra point in less than 5 seconds. So, congratulations. You lost, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson can't do it for you once again. All those MVPs and no real playoff victories. Get out of here, dude. Get stuck. Anyways, we are on the vengeful tour that we are on right now. Eliminating Joe Burrow's aura, eliminating Lamar Jackson's illegitimate playoff wins. Oh, they can't even throw it to the end zone. Lamar Jackson. I ain't going to lie. Rashad Bateman could have grabbed that and ran it in. He's a bum. He's a bum. I would have been so angry. Oh, so angry. So angry. Let's check out the player stats on this one. Drake Maye did have a good game overall. 72% completion, 300 yards, a touchdown, a pick. Ramondre Stevenson, 2 touchdowns, 5 yards per carry, 90 yards. Really, really solid. Benji Stewart, 90 total yards. Javon Baker over 100 yards. That's nice. Very nice there. Oops, I didn't check out the defensive stats. Defensively, 2 tackles for loss from Matty Buike, 1 from Gary and 1 from Jones. Sack numbers, 2.5 for Matty Buike. He was eating us up. Keon White had 1. Uche had 1. Very nice. Picks from Nate Wiggins and Reggie Evans, the trade we got from Atlanta. No forced fumbles or fumble recoveries. No safeties, no blocks, no defensive touchdowns. AFC Championship time. Now we have to go to take on the dangerous opponent that is Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs for the, the Lamar Hunt Trophy? I think that's right. I can't remember. I don't know. Anyways, looks like we are starting off. Nope, they have the ball first. Is that Travis Kelce back there returning kicks? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Anyways, next quarter, please. They're 15-2. We got a score early. I think that was a defensive score. And they only get 6 on theirs for whatever reason. Okay. However, they are able to collect another 7 later. But that 1 extra point miss is going to be very big for us over time. Because at halftime, we're up by 1 now. We ain't tied. We're up by 1. That's big. And we have the ball first. We get 3 to make it a 4-point lead. Not amazing. We need to do better. Let's change possession here. All right, there we go. We got 3 more. Let's see what they do. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 4, 4th and 4. They're going to have to give it to us. Let's go. 3rd and 2, 4th and 5. Yikes. All right, we have to give it back to them. They go to their 20. 3rd and 10, 4th and 3. Punt back to us, okay? 2nd and 7, 1st and 10. Let's go. 1st and 10, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 3, 1st and 10. A massive gain. 28 yards to Drake London. 2nd and 3. We're going to run down the clock here, it looks like. We put up 6. Kendre Miller gets in for... Where's Ramondre Stevenson? I don't know, but whatever. 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. They got the first. Marquise Brown saves their butt. All right, I'm hopping in here. I'm hopping in. They have to get in the end zone. Just stay back and be smart, guys. Come on. Oh, no. We're cooked. We're cooked. I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot. I'm so dumb. I took Owusu Koromoa and ran him off of his... What am I doing, man? Can we block it? Absolutely not. Ever. It's never going to happen. Golly, man. I'm such a bonehead. That was all me. Golly. This is probably blowing. I have my headphones right by the mic, so it's probably giving you a lot of feedback. Sorry about that. Jalen Reagor. Kick 6. Kick return. Touchdown. Oh. All right, not going to be a touchdown, but really good field positioning. Up to the 43. All we need is a field goal. That's incredibly good. Thank you, Jalen Reagor. That was awesome. Give me a post here. I want it to be a little bit sharper. Good defense. I'm very glad he didn't pick that. That would have made me so incredibly angry. Anyways, we got to get to the 41-yard line for Cameron Dicker or in the end zone. I'd prefer the latter. Let's see. What a catch from B.J. Royal. Let's go. Oh, wait. Timeout. Timeout. I forgot. Wow. B.J. Royal, an absolute insane player he is. I mean, what else can you say? What a stop there. Wow. McDuffie with a great play defensively. They have no timeouts. We want to get in the end zone just because, but, I mean, we'll do whatever we need to. Oh, that was a run. I thought it was a pass. Ramondre gets in. 14 seconds left, and we're going to the Super Bowl. Let me not say that too quick. Let me chill. Let me chill. Ramondre Stevenson. I didn't even know that was a run play. I thought I clicked the bench play. I thought it was a play action bench. I have never seen that before, so I was kind of confused. Wow. Usually when you click the wrong play and like do that, it really ruins you. But hey. Yeah, okay, I guess Travis Kelce retired. Pop that ball out. Let's go. All right. All we got to do is be smart and not allow a stupid touchdown. Yeah, you can't do nothing, bud. Chump change. Chump change. Let's go. Run it up, man. Come on. Let's go. And he gets sacked on the final play. Christian Barmore gives Patrick Mahomes a huge hit to end the AFC Championship game. What an idiot, dude. Who are you? 70% completion. We outdueled Mahomes. Yeah, he had one more touchdown, but we also took care of the ball more. Ramondre gets a touchdown. 75 yards rushing for him. 5 yards per carry. B.J. Royal 140 yards and a touchdown. Also, a touchdown from Drake London, and Benji Stewart gets himself one as well. We also, defensively, let's see what we did here. Obviously, can I click the button, please? Barmore gets a sack. Tavai and Uche split a sack, and that's about it for us. A pick from Kyle Duggar, very nice. 2 fumble recoveries for Leo Chenal, that's not great. No defensive touchdown, so I guess we must have just scored really fast in that first quarter. Yeah, I guess so, because we got the ball instantly or something. I don't know. That was strange. Anyways, Super Bowl time, baby. You are not going to believe who we get to play in this Super Bowl. It is absolutely insane. I'm just going to be honest with you. Think about it for a second. Patriots versus who? Oh, boy. Drake Maye versus the Atlanta Falcons. Who's their quarterback? I want to know. Desmond Ritter's back. He's back again, and this time he brought him to a Super Bowl. What a crazy story. What an absolutely insane story. Get the Super Sim underway. Let's go by quarter here. They start off with the ball, and looks like it's back and forth, a whole lot of nothing. They got 3, we got 7. I'll take that trade. We're going to get the ball at halftime. That's a plus. We just need to keep our score ahead until then. 21-28. Okay, looks like we forced a turnover or something. All right, we're going to get the ball again right now. We might run away with this one. That's no fun. Okay, we're running away with this one. Hey, remember what happened last time somebody ran away in a Patriots and Falcons Super Bowl? But I don't think this is going to happen. It is 1 minute left. Yeah, we're going to jump in here just to play some of this Super Bowl because, well, we're in the Super Bowl. Why not play it, right? Marte Mapu in here. About to clutch it up. Oh, I'm about to drop in coverage with Keon White. Oh, fumble. Give me that. Christian Gonzalez. House call. House call. House call. Let's go. No way. I'm about to say, if Desmond Ridder catches you before you get to the end zone, you are a scrub and you're getting cut. I don't care what your overall is. Christian Gonzalez, Super Bowl, touchdown. Let's go. Just destroy them at home. This is in Atlanta. This is in Atlanta. See the Mercedes-Benz over there on the tunnels? Look at those. The Mercedes-Benz stadiums. This is Atlanta Stadium, and we are wrecking shop in their own home stadium. Let's force another turnover. They had a tie this year. What a bunch of scrubs. Desmond Ridder thinking that they can get back to a Super Bowl with him? Out of here, bro. Let's go. I want to force another one. All right, well, not that way. Pop him. Let's go. 2 picks in the game and a fumble so far. He's a scrub. Come on. Snap it. Quit being scared. All right. Could have jumped that one. There's Michael Pittman for our Drake London trade earlier. Oops. You're on the wrong side. Will Michael Pittman get a ring for this? Either way? Michael Pittman should get a ring either way because he played a game for the New England Patriots in this season. That was this season, I think. That's the question. I'm not even entirely sure anymore. Oh, brother. You gotta get in that, dude. I think that was Marcus Jones, or was it a safety? I'm not sure, but somebody just let him in there. Whatever, dude. Who is that? Number 8? I don't know. It went away too fast. Oh, well. Can I block a kick, please? I'd really like to. Jumping up in the air. 50-22. 55-22. What? I just completely... It's 20-55. I did the opposite. 22-50. Like, the 0 and the double... Whatever, dude. I'm an idiot. Goodness. Let's just let him take it. We're going to throw a bomb up. I mean, what do we have to lose here? Literally nothing. I want a custom sim on this. I want him to go deep. Yup. Dot. BJ Royal is such a monster, dude. Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled in the end zone. Well, I'm such an idiot, dude. Let me stop. I have 500 yards in the Super Bowl with Drake Maye. That's insane. Oh, no. Now I feel bad because now he's going to have like that left on his resume. Thank you very much. He got popped. He got absolutely popped. Goodness. New England wins the Super Bowl. We don't need to see it. I want to check the player stats. Drake Maye, 4 tutties, 523 yards, 72% completion. Rushing, 56 yards for him. Not great. Nothing. Drake Maye, that's a 2 rushing touchdowns for Drake Maye. Guess we know who Super Bowl BJ Royal, 7 catches, 240 yards. 130 yards from Javon Baker. That's insane. 2.5 sacks from Josh Uche, 2.5 from Rashawn Gary. Christian Barmore got a sack. Keon White got a sack and a half from Tavai and Jonathan Jones. We beat the crap out of Desmond Ridder. Marcus Jones and Kyle Duggar got picks. Forced fumbles from Marte Mapu and Jesse Bates. Fumble recovery from Christian Gonzalez. Obviously, he scored a touchdown at that. Safeties, none. But hey, that's a Super Bowl for your New England Patriots. Obviously, we got the big win. Drake Maye gets MVP of the Super Bowl. We don't get any other awards, but that's okay. Let's take a look at this final team that was able to... Let's see if anybody retired. Anybody walk off into the sunset? Not that. Bobby Wagner, Danico Autry, Xavier Howard. We got them all a ring and they left. That's fine. That's fine. Good for us. Good for them, right? Not that. Let's go look at the final lineup that we have here to see. Our tight end gets up to X Factor, but no Drake Maye Superstar even? That's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. Ramondre Stevenson drops all the way down to normal dev. That's an L. Thankfully, we're ending here. Rashawn Gary up to X Factor, and that's about it. But hey, a really good rebuild. Let me know who you want to see next, and don't forget, hit that like button, that subscribe button. I'll be making rebuilds all year long, so, let me know who you want to see as soon as possible, and I will work on it. I tend to do what people ask me to do, because I think it's just a good way to, build a community and make a nice little channel for people. Either way, let me know what you want to see next. Check out w.gg, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one.